Hey everybody, Cardinal Timothy Dolan here. Welcome to Rome. You know, one of my favorite cities. This happens to be one of my favorite churches in Rome. An abundance of churches in Rome, as you know. St. Mary Majors behind me is one of my favorites. For one, its antiquity. We're talking about the start of the 5th century. Number two, we're talking about probably the oldest church in Rome dedicated to the Blessed Mother. And number three, I just love coming here. And I got a little tradition, if you're interested. When I get back to Rome, happens a lot, this is my first stop. I come here usually before I even take a shower. I say a Hail Mary to the Solus Populi Romani in her chapel, the patroness of the city of Rome. I usually go to confession, good way to start a visit to Rome. Usually have to go at the end too.
I'm priest of Killaloe Diocese.
How nice to see you. And I just toured a church that I love and feel at home at. It's the home of our mother, our Blessed Mother. It's just one of my favorite places in Rome. I'm glad I could tell you about it. Say everybody, Cardinal Dolan again. We were so close. We're a 9-iron shot away from St. Mary Majors, the oldest church dedicated to our Blessed Mother in the Eternal City. Right around the corner is San Praxedes. Beautiful story. This San Praxedes would be the daughter of St. Peter's first disciple when he came here to Rome. He converted this man. This was his daughter. We think it's built over their home, a house church, what they called it. It's known simply because of its antiquity. It's known for the beautiful story of St. Peter's, the first bishop of Rome, the first pope, his presence here. It's known for being a vivid account of tradition, passing on the gift of faith. Jesus, Peter, Praxedes' father, and Praxedes. That's how tradition happens. And it's known for the magnificent mosaics that people come from all over the world to see it. Probably 11th century, magnificent. It's known as well for a relic of our Lord's Passion because tradition has it that a part of the pillar at which Jesus was scourged during his sacred passion is here. I love the place, and I'm glad you're here with me. Hey everybody, Cardinal Dolan again. Another hidden gem here. We're just down the block from St. Mary Majors and St. Pudentiana's where I just took you. We're in the same neighborhood, dozens of historic ancient churches. This one I love, again, our Blessed Mother, because this is the home of the original icon of our Mother of Perpetual Help. I don't know about you, but I was raised in a parish where devotion to our Mother of Perpetual Help was very strong. Every Tuesday night we had the novena to Our Lady of Perpetual Help. It was fostered by the Redemptorists, and this is their church in Rome. Special to me too, because as you know, every cardinal has his own church in Rome. When I was a boy back in St. Louis, my Archbishop, Joseph Ritter, had this as his titular church. He was made a cardinal in '61, and I can remember that we all gave our dimes so that he could redo this church. And if you come into this church of St. Alphonsus to visit the icon of our Mother of Perpetual Help, you'll see that it's kind of like an American parish. I love it here because I love her. I'm back, Cardinal Dolan here, still in Rome, and glad I am. I just finished offering Mass in the chapel of Our Lady of Humility here at the North American College. This is the residence, folks, of the graduate priests that come from the United States to get their advanced degrees in theology. And I was honored to be rector here, and I love the place. And I love our Blessed Mother. You get a pattern here? I love our Blessed Mother under her title of Our Lady of Humility. It never fails to move me. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I need humility, okay? I need humility big time. So I always come here and ask her for it. Thanks for joining us. One day I hope you can visit here. We're trying to show you some little gems that people don't usually see. And now, if you'll pardon me, I gotta go in and eat lunch. They're afraid I'm gonna faint, so I better go in and try just a little crust of bread or something, okay? Talk to you later. You don't know how lucky we are, folks. Cardinal Dolan coming to you from St. Peter's Basilica, and the place is almost empty. That's why I love coming here at bright and early in the morning, because it's a church before it turns into kind of a tourist attraction. And here we are with the world-renowned Pietà of Michelangelo behind us, our Blessed Mother holding the lifeless body of her son Jesus in her arms at the foot of the cross in Calvary. Of course, the message here that is so vivid at St. Peter's Basilica is that Jesus is not a lifeless body in the arms of his mother, but is risen from the dead and is now alive in Holy Mother Church. Boy, I don't know where else that would be more dramatically obvious than here at St. Peter's Basilica. We just had Mass at the tomb of St. Peter, all right, who came here. He listened to Jesus. His last words, go out to the whole world and tell people about me. Well, the whole world at that time sort of meant go to Rome because they were in the Roman Empire. His successors are buried there. I just prayed at the tomb of Pope St. John the 23rd. Remember him? I loved him because he was chubby. And we just joined a big group of pilgrims to pray at the tomb of Pope St. John Paul II. This is where the history of the church is so vivid at St. Peter's Basilica, but it's where the presence of the church right now. Did you meet the Holy Father yesterday?
Yes, we did.
You got to see him. It's so alive as well, because the successor of Peter, all right, Pope Francis is still with us here at St. Peter's. So this is sort of an icon of Holy Mother Church. You even look outside in the square and you'll see the arms of Bernini's colonnades reaching out like a mother embracing her children to bring her closer to Jesus in his church. It's a great place, and we praise Jesus Christ for his resurrection and for staying alive with us in his church. Look, we've been working hard, you'd agree, right? Walking through the streets of Rome. Thanks for being with us. So you need a little break now and again. Facciamo una pausa, no? Una pausa per caffè. Here, this is a famous coffee place in Rome, San Eustachio. Cappuccino is great here. So I thought I'd bring my new friends here, hoping they'll pay. And so we're just kind of relaxing, having a cappuccino. Do you like watching the people walk by? Because that's a Roman pastime as well. That's a pastime in New York too. But here in Rome, it's particularly enjoyable. So you know what the cappuccino is. So they'll take the espresso, which is the base, the real thick, mud black, strong coffee. And then they put the hot milk in it and kind of foam it at top. It's good. What do you think, Kathy?
I love
Are you
it.
reading the tea leaves? Or
It's the best I've ever had.
It is good. And they don't serve it real hot, which is good because it's very refreshing. Yeah. So wish you could be here with us, all right? We got other stuff coming up. Stay tuned.